So our engagement methodology is called R.F.D.S. It's a riff on the recency, frequency, monetary methodology that's out there. And ours is nuanced for venues, right? So what we do is we want to think about different segments. So a segment could be a first-time visitor or a repeat visitor or a member. And we want to think, okay, recency, how do we get this person to book now, right? Like what are some of the things that we can do to try and get them to convert? Then we think about frequency. How do we take a first-time visitor and entice them to become a repeat visitor? How do we take a member or average membership visitation to go from 3 visits a year to 3.25 or to 4 visits a year? Duration for venues where this makes sense. How do we increase the length of stay, right? Get them to stay through a meal period, take advantage of some additional programming, an event, a docent tour, something like that while they're on site. All of those incremental engagement and touch points along the single visit significantly increase their propensity to recommend and repeat visitation. So we want to think about, how do we get them to stay longer and do more things? And finally, spend is sort of like interwoven throughout the journey of like, how do we deliver the right sort of commerce message at the right time to enhance the experience? And also, same goes for asking for donations and trying to pull them into sort of donor journeys. So that's how we think about R.F.D.S. And just to put a little bit more meat on the bone, I've got some like 3 examples for that. So, first example is, what we're looking for when we look at this, we want to look at who someone is, when someone is, where someone is as far as a channel, and deliver them a what. So here we have the Spears family. It's pre-arrival, and we want to send them an upgrade message. So, for example, they bought their tickets. Maybe they're coming in a week or a couple days. They're a first-time visitor. It's before their visit, so we're going to send them an email, and we're going to promote, maybe a membership, or maybe an upgrade to an experiential component that they can add on. Another example could be the Martin family. This is an in-venue duration, right? There are a lot of folks that will go to museums in the morning and they leave before lunch. And what you may want to do is, this is a repeat visitor where you want to send them an SMS at like 11 o'clock to try and get them to stay through a meal period, and then let them know of programming that's happening after that meal period, right? So it's like, hey, did you know you could pre-order your food in the cafeteria today? Here's a URL, and you could have them pre-order their food. And again, that drives both per cap spend and increases their duration at the venue. And then the final sort of like example that we have is, we have Sarah Foster. It's her 5th visit, and we're going to give her a loyalty reward. And what's really cool about this is it's not necessarily about loyalty as far as like you think about maybe your Delta Sky Mile points or something like that. At least that's what I think about. It's thinking about, how do you surprise and delight your most frequent visitors based on their visitation patterns, right? So maybe there's a loyalty reward on their 5th, 7th, and 10th visit or something like that. And one is a bring your friend discount, one is a retail discount, one's a merchandise discount, one's a special event discount. You could randomize those. You could pop them into different cadences. You could do some things that really help recognize the member for their visitation and get them excited about coming back again and again, and talking about, hey, I just got this email that like, wow, this is surprising, and things like that. So